It took me quite a long time to develop a voice, and now that I have it, I am not going to be silent. I think that we all know what evil is. We have a sense of what's evil, and certainly killing innocent people is evil. We're less sure about what is good. There's sort of good, good enough, could be better, but absolute good is a little harder to. Whatever the job you are asked to do at whatever level, do a good job because your reputation is your resume. I love being a woman, and I was not one of these women who rose through professional life by wearing men's clothes or looking masculine. I loved wearing bright colors and being who I am. I have said this many times, that there seems to be enough room in the world for mediocre men, but not for mediocre women, and we really have to work very, very hard. There is a special place in hell for women who don't help other women. Women can't do everything at the same time. We need to understand milestones in our lives comes in segments. Our collective experience has shown that when women have the power to make their own choices, good things happen. The real question is, who has the responsibility to uphold human rights? The answer to that is everyone. I am not a fatalist. I have just been reading War and Peace, and Tolstoy is such a fatalist. I think people can make a difference. I am an optimist who worries a lot. We must be authors of the history of our age. In a world where 1/3 of all edible food never makes it to the mouths of the hungry, we all have an individual moral responsibility to do our part. When I came here as a child, I will never forget sailing into New York Harbor for the first time and beholding the Statue of Liberty. I did not have to face refugee camps or the kind of danger that many refugees endure. But like all refugees, when countries with insufficient resources take in refugees, it creates more instability, not just at the front lines of this crisis, but around the world. If we were to slam the door in the faces of refugees with certain religious backgrounds, there is a significant moral difference between a person who commits a violent crime and a person who tries to cross a border illegally in order to put food on the family table. Such migrants may violate our laws against illicit entry. Only in America could a refugee girl from Central Europe become Secretary of State. Well, the thing I learned as a diplomat is that human relations ultimately make a huge difference. When we're trying to solve difficult national issues, it's sometimes necessary to talk to adversaries as well as friends. Historians have a word for this: diplomacy. A lot of people think international relations is like a game of chess. But it's not a game of chess, where people sit quietly, thinking out their strategy, taking their time between moves. It's more like a game of billiards.